So, as the times be changing, I be awakening my count to A5. So this is a pretty much an A5 count strat. A1 Sergey really helps. I can't say if it's needed or not. I have lost to an A0 Sergey to a friend of mine actually. Straw Hat Luffy. So he's running A0 Sergey, but I believe his Diao is absolutely in some god tier gear. So this is, I'm hoping, an Apex strategy. Having A5 count really changed the game up for me and how I can place the heroes. I will show the gear at the end. I've been trying to min-max the count pretty much all night. I've seen some counts doing upwards of 430, 440k per hit, and I just can't get the same. And I'm sure it has something to do with my Diao Chan. So let's try this team here, relatively same team, and hopefully we can get the win. Sergey is the first to get out. Now, timing here is so important. Sometimes I'll even set the auto for Sergey. But it's not 100% necessary. Then we're gonna pop the alt twice for this guy. Round tide. Then we're gonna pop Diao right after that. A little bit late on Diao. We want to heal Sergey as much as possible because we're gonna be bringing the count out next. And as soon as we drop the count, we're gonna be popping Diao. And then we're going to be popping count as soon as he's coming up. And then we're going to be popping our Sergey as soon as he comes up, providing him a little bit of shields, plus helping us take this Demon Soldier down fast. Now, normally I like to have a bit of the count alt left, like a bit more than that even, to help take this guy out, but that's okay. He'll get a hit off. Increase the stack by 1. I don't like using the ultimate on this Demon Soldier here. I would prefer if we didn't have to, but it's looking like we might. Well, no, we might not. So a little bit of undesirable timing there for sure, 100%. But that's all right. We didn't lose too much there. Although we are losing right now. Ireless, face her right. She will provide, because of her A3, some extra damage, 30%, 15 to 30%. Okay, so this Demon Soldier here, he's going to hit once, and then as soon as he recovers from his strike, you're popping the count. And then as soon as this Demon Soldier's out of the portal, we're popping Sergey. And I like to pop Sergey again. Better safe than sorry, especially if you're setting up your defense auto. It's good to just kind of make sure you've got enough damage down range to take care of whatever's there. So 3 coming out pretty much as soon as counts getting to 100%. We are popping count. Now, I haven't really been paying attention to see what their count's doing as far as damage, but I think it's quite substantial because we seem to be losing. There we go. We got that round. We needed that one. And we're saving our Valderon's Ultimate till wave 8. There's going to be 4 demon soldiers coming out of this spawn. So I like to pop Sergey here. And then as soon as we see the 3rd demon soldier coming out of the portal, we're going to be popping our count. This is where the count's A5 is pretty much mandatory, because you need to... That was way too slow. Way too slow. We popped the count a little bit too late. We're going to probably lose that round, and that's probably going to cost us this match. Dang. Alright. Well, hopefully we can recover. So we're going to wait till the demon soldier is right up to Sergey on this wave. Then we're popping the count ult. And then we've got some time to kill, or not the count ult, sorry, Valderon's ult. And then once the 4th demon soldier is coming out of that portal, that's when we're popping the count. Pretty little bit early, but it'll work. That's okay. That is okay. Let's go. So we need that round and we need this round. Okay, so as soon as that demon soldier's at Sergey here, we're going to be popping our Valderon again. And just to help out Valderon, and we don't want things stacking up too much, we're going to pop our Sergey. And then that's 2, that's 3. So once the 4th demon soldier is halfway through the map, that's when we're going to be popping our ult right now. And then all of our timings should work out. And just this time only, we're hitting the auto ult because we cannot afford any downtime. Let's go! Yeah, a little bit of cheating there on my part, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do in the Apex world. I tell you the truth. All right. Oh, $20.99. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with that? $20.99. So my count doing a little better than his. Could be just the timings. Sergey, not too sure. My Valderon usually loses. I don't know if they're Valderons. They're bringing them out in Inferno Roar or something. I don't know. Okay. One done. We just need to do that one more time. Haha, $20.99. It would do that to me on a video, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Oh my goodness. I like to stay away from the A5 Valderons because sometimes the teams, it says 600k, but if it's like 590 or even 580, I will have trouble keeping up, and I won't be able to ult with Sergey as soon as the last demon soldiers come out of the portal, and that will cause me to lose. So stay away from the A5 Valdes. I mean, in a perfect world, we could see an A3 count or something like that, but I don't know if that's going to be happening here in Apex land. Gretchen teams, I have beaten one. But surely there's something a bit easier. Here we go. A Wukong team. Perfect. So 553, good BP. Shouldn't really have an issue with this one. The Wukong teams are kind of being phased out. I mean, you can still use them, but I don't know if it's the gear requirement. Obviously, the awakening requirements are the highest. And maybe the gear requirement is, I'm not too sure. I know when it comes to the Scythra teams, as the BP gets up and around the 600k mark, the gear requirement becomes extreme. Alright. This wave will gain a bit on old Valderon here. So no big deal. We'll pop Diao. We'll get some healing back. and then we can place the count down a little bit later. A lot of times they'll pop Valderon's ult, and just to keep up this wave. I don't know if they did or not. So yeah, we'll just keep it real and keep Diao where Diao is, because we want some of the counts ult for that last demon soldier that comes out. So I think this should be okay. We'll pop Diao, we'll pop the count, we'll pop Sergey, just because Sergey gets a bit of a shield when he ults. Okay, that's good. They beat their wave. You don't want their wave holding you out. That will actually sometimes cause for an even worse loss. Oh boy, we are in trouble. I mean, let's just get rid of this guy, shall we? Let's just get rid of him. The BP is actually scaled quite a bit higher than the 530, so that's why it's, once you get up to this like Overlord Apex, the BP really fluctuates. I think it's random, but this is much higher. This is definitely around 580. So that means we're gonna have to, okay, so hits once, recovers, count. That means we're gonna have to really pay attention to when we pop the count. Oh, we're gonna have to leave the count a little bit early in some cases. But right now we got some catching up to do. Got some catching up to do, but we usually do the catching up with the Wukongs. We can usually just barely beat them. Okay, so again, we've got 3 demon soldiers, and pretty much as soon as the count's ready, a little bit after, popping them. Perfect. So that also means that they might not be able to keep up, and they might not be able to optimize their Wukong ult. We will have to see. No, we're just beating them. It's kind of why Wukong just fell off in single target arena a little bit, is just the speed that Count and Gretchen, or Count and, you know, Scythra or Count and Sergey do go. So we got 4. So as soon as we've got 100% on our Sergey ult, we're going to use Sergey. And then as soon as that 3rd demon soldier's out of the portal, we are going to be popping our Count. A little bit late on the count, but I think we might be okay. No, we left that way too long. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. So they'll get me there. That's not good. Okay, no more screw-ups. No more screw-ups. Valdi. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Ooh, those are so close. Those are so close. Let's go. This is going to be this tough one. This is going to be the tough one. It'd be nice if Sergey had an extra ult saved up, but he's only got 1 in the tank. You want to keep at least 2. Let's get Valdi going. Pop Sergey as much as we can. As soon as he has 3 little tallies on him, we're going to be popping him. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3 demon soldiers. Once the 4th one is halfway, I like to pop the count. Okay, so that's 5. Come on, let's go. Here's 6. Oh, let's go. We did it. We did it. So hopefully there's going to be some teams, you know, that BP was way over 550 though. Way over 580, I'd say. 580. There it is though. Boom. Apex. Let's go, baby. 40 Apex coins for that. Farm them Apex coins. All right. I mean, this one right here with the A3 Sergey, that one is also an option, but I'm going to wait it out a little bit because you don't want to make too many attacks in Apex. That's another thing. You don't want to leave yourself short. You get a lot more points losses for when you attack these top teams here. So, that being said, ask me in the comments if I stayed here tonight, and I'll let you know. But I'll save that one top team there, especially because the A1 Valdi, I know that BP, that team's going to be similar to mine, and I have, well, they technically have more awakenings than me, but I think I can manipulate the auto a little bit to win, so that should be a win, is what I'm saying. Save that win up. Might get knocked down here. Gear sets. Let's get into gear sets. Before we get into gear sets though, if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe. Help me grow my channel. I hit 300 subs today. Big hump to get over. Thank you. Love y'all. Great support. Hope to be doing it long in the future. So hit that sub. All right. Let's get into the gear here. So the count gear, I tried all kinds of stuff, and I found that with A5, an attack speed amulet, and then 2 crit damage mains. Now that defense bonus, I've tried to roll 6 times with transmutation gems to get attack. I cannot, and I'm sure that's the difference between my count and others' counts. So there's the count. Hell's Lament. I have Valderon in a set of Cataclysm, the best Cataclysm I set I have. Triple attack on the right to bring his attack up as much as possible. You're bringing his attack up as much as possible so that you're boosting the count. Because if you don't have, and that's actually also another point. Okay, I'm running a poor man's quad. If this was a full quad with attack, which I don't have for Soulbound Arcana, that alone would make the counts damage go up. So that one bang will roll on the counts, and then make sure you have quads. You want everybody's attack to be as high as possible, okay? And boost that counts damage up. Otherwise, you got to start running the count in like an attack amulet or an attack, you know, bangle or ring, whatever the case might be. So that's what's going on with the count. What do we got? We got the healers. So A5 Wireless, really helpful for if your count, if for those high BP teams, if you gotta pop your count a little late, like if whatever the case might be, sometimes they get piled up. You don't want to run your Sergey and HB subs. I mean, A5 Wireless is not needed, but it sure helps. A3 is where it's at. That's where the damage boost comes from. Very important. Then Diao, and this is, I kind of think, maybe the downfall a little bit. I must be missing, I've seen some Diaos out there with 19k attack, so I'm missing a couple thousand off her to really optimize this team and start farming the Apex coins. But hey, there it is. All right, as always, you stayed to the end. Appreciate your time. Hope it helps.